He's saying more. Owe me back like you owe your rent. Hey, what's going on, good people? That's a nice one. That gonna look good. Hey, what's going on, bright skinned hands? What's up, everybody? All right. I ain't gonna be here long. I got some business. Anubis, what's up, brother? You know it. All right, the Rim of Savina Steel. All right, so I'm coming to you guys on the True Spook channel live, right? Uh, and I'm just going to jump on into it because I got a lot of readings to get caught up on from Wednesday. I had to get them all done today, so your boy be swamped. But I wanted to bring some to the attention of the viewers of True Spook TV. Now, this is a storytelling channel. This is a storytelling channel where my grandmother, Aganju, is the basically the lead character, the protector of it all. And I'm giving it to you guys blood raw, how I can remember it for the better part of everything. And I'm saying that to say this. I just went down my comments and I'm seeing where people are literally disrespecting grandma. This lady is long dead, been dead since 2013. I'm just recapping her story, right? And to go down the timeline, and maybe I'm in my feelings, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm just don't feel good about it. Just to hear somebody come and to defame her name, whether they don't know if the story true or not, to sit up there and to insult someone's grandmother, at least that person's memory of their grandmother is a low life cause. It's a bullshit thing. Now everybody is entitled to their opinion, whether you believe the story or not. It don't make no difference to me. I'm telling what I know, how it happened, how I seen it. Some of the details may be false, some of the details may be real. Memory is memory, thoughts are thoughts. But according to how my mind's eye is remembering it, I'm giving it to you just like that. But I went down and I should have memorized a person's name because I would have called the ass out on here. Somebody says, the comment was, this guy is capping. His grandmother's magic is nowhere near Ifa, Palo, Voodoo, and all that other stuff. He just ran down a list of stuff and report like he need to stop capping about his grandma. Now, I'm not that hip of a motherfucker, so I had to ask my kid, what does cap mean? Cap means lying, I'm assuming. So, for anybody out there who gonna watch this, and anybody out there who listen to those stories, I appreciate you supporting it. I appreciate you listening to it. By all means, have your opinion. But man, this is a fucking story. This is a story of how I seen the world according to me, my eyesight. And if we didn't know anything about Ifa, Palo, Voodoo, or nothing, the only thing we had in the South is Southern folk magic, to me, that is the most powerful shit. I'm not from your realm. I'm not from your generation. I'm not from your motherfucking system of magic. In the South, we was taught a very different form of fucking magic. The magic that was necessary. Shit passed down from the old heads who were getting their ass beat by slaves. Not for some shit that just come from an island. And if I think my grandma magic is the best of the fucking best of the best of the fucking best, that is not for anybody to sit up here and destroy her legacy. I never said Ifa magic one shit. I never said Palo magic one shit. I never said voodoo wasn't shit. I said I learned Southern folk magic, hoodoo, all that shit. Everybody cap on everything. Everybody talk shit about every other magic. But you never go out there and fuck with somebody who doing hoodoo. And hoodoo is a derivative from voodoo, to which the Europeans got hope to that motherfucker and turned it white, whitewashed it, and now they're the controllers of it. But you want to sit up here and talk about an old lady who went around town helping motherfuckers out, and you want to compare her shit, her magic, to motherfucking a spiritual system to which you motherfuckers ain't really got a handle on. Now, I can give a fuck about any spiritual system, because what I bring to the table, I bring to the table. And I'm not afraid to teach people what they need to know in order to better themselves without hanging a high ass profit over their fucking head. Magic is magic. It's in all of us. Once you learn how to do the shit, then you supposed to do the shit. But don't come up here destroying somebody's legacy. Everybody love their fucking parents. Everybody love their Grammys, their granddaddies and shit. And for the person who left that stupid ass comment, the two people, it were two, who left that dumb ass comment, I'm pretty sure before you got into your spiritual system, your parents, your grandparent, or some old head had to bring you under their wing and teach you. And now you're thinking that Ifa, Palo, Voodoo, whatever system you bring into the table is the top-notch echelon bullshit. Southern folk magic. I've seen it work. I know it work. I've done it. I've done work. I know how this shit play out. So why sit up there and why do it have to be a challenge on who magic the strongest? Do your motherfucking thing and believe in what the fuck you do. And see how it works. Yet, you motherfuckers want to get on here because I'm in a traditional spiritual system. So is fucking Christianity. So is Islam. And everybody find fault with all that shit. But them people keep on going. They still controlling the fucking world. But you want to come and attack somebody who is telling people how to help themselves, giving people the simplest, slightest thing. I ain't mentioned shit about crowning nobody. I ain't mentioned shit about I ain't mentioned nothing negative about any of these spiritual systems in my story. Nor did my grandmama. But to be totally honest, my grandmother is named after Shango's father. So that traditional African, Dahomey, Benin, Congo shit, that shit is in my bloodline. But I didn't learn Ifa. I didn't learn voodoo. I didn't learn Palo. I could respect it all. What I did learn is Southern folk magic. I learned how to remove sores and warts off people's asses. I learned how to motherfucking stop a bitch from beating a woman when, let's say, a husband beating a wife. I learned how to stop a bitch from doing that. I learned how to protect my home. I learned how to remove pain. I learned how to get rid of headaches. I learned how to understand the universe and life. I learned who connected to who and who you shouldn't fuck with and why you shouldn't fuck with them. Hell, it got so bad to my grandma even taught me the different forms of blood types and what spell to use on people once you know they blood type. So for y'all, you motherfuckers running around here talking about, oh, I'm AB positive, negative, G code and shit. Keep that shit to yourself, because there's a spell that attached that shit to it that makes that shit more susceptible to you. Now, I'm not releasing that type of information, because that type of shit in the wrong hands can do something. But from what I've heard about Palo, Ifa, voodoo, ain't nobody using blood magic other than sacrificing. But in the South, Southern magic, Southern folk magic, blood was everything. You ever heard when the blood stained the ground? Your blood, in the Bible, the blood cried out for Jesus to let him know that he was dead when Cain killed Abel. This is how I learned blood magic. Now, again, I'm not sitting up here saying anybody's spiritual system is wrong. I don't give a fuck. Ifa, Palo, voodoo, I respect all them things because I got they deities on my altar. I got the name of those people. So people, stop sitting up here with this dumbass shit, dividing us spiritualists over who magic is stronger. Maybe you could learn something from Southern folk magic. Maybe there's an ingredient that you need in one of your magical spells that you can't get. And you come to a Southern folk man, oh hell yeah, this is just that bush out there. We could go pull that bitch up. This bush represent this. This is what they used to use. How you think hoodoo got so popular? Because some of the shit that was voodoo, some of the shit that was found in the islands in Haiti and Africa that was dealing with voodoo, they couldn't find it in the States. So it had to be an alternative measure to make that shit happen. But you sit up here and you want to sit up there and say this spiritual system is stronger than this spiritual system. Man, all that shit is the intent of the person doing it. My will is strong, my intent is strong, and my heart is good. So who the fuck can stop me? I tell myself I'm a God. I'm a God using the power that he gave down to every last single one of us. But you sit up here and say, oh, your grandma magic ain't stronger than all of them spiritual systems. She not trying to be. But I don't see nobody out of Ifa. I don't see nobody out of Palo. And I don't see nobody with voodoo heritage running around the community curing motherfucking kids from curses, helping people out. My grandma did that. So if I would have seen somebody who practiced all that stuff there doing that, well shit, they would be my hero. But only thing I seen was my grandma, my auntie, my uncle, everybody in the community that practiced. Miss Quarter, Lady Foe and them and all that shit. This is who I seen. So to all the people out there who just can't take a story for what the fuck it is, get off the fucking page. Your like, your subscribe, your shit ain't shit to me. Because as I tell these stories, it's helping me heal and remember my goddamn grandma, who was the best thing on the planet to me. So don't bring your fuck ass over here. How she would say, don't bring y'all janky asses over here, sitting up here trying to put a tribal fucking magical spin and hate grandma. Because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like nobody walking up there to your grandma and saying, oh, that bitch ain't shit. Saying her magic ain't nothing. Hold on. Let me soften that up. You won't want me saying the lady who cooked for you, told your mom and daddy not to whoop your ass, the woman who blessed you, say she ain't nothing. She can't do nothing. Her love and touch wasn't as strong as my grandma love and touch. Who am I to say some shit like that? And that's why a lot of these spiritual systems are losing good fucking people. People that they can talk to, people that they can communicate with. Because if Ifa was everything, if voodoo was everything, if Palo was everything, it wouldn't be separate system. It would be all one cohesive thing. But you got these young motherfucking padrinos, baballeros, who come in this bitch and saying, I'm empowered because I know some mystical shit. So now everything need to go my way or it ain't shit. You take your ass over there to Europe and try that shit with them. Try to go up against a magical system, somebody that been doing this shit for 5,000-6,000 years and then perfected it. And you go over there, oh, because you doing this European shit, my African shit is stronger than yours. See what you run up against. Because I can tell you some shit. You go to Russia and you doing a magical spell. That motherfucking potato is a bitch in Russian magic. Hold on, you go down there to Mexico and you try to bring this shit down there. Motherfucking Coca-Cola soda is a bitch in Mexican magic. We don't use that shit up here in the South. Ifa don't pour Coca-Cola on their deities. They do it in Mexico and the deities love it. So guess what? Fuck around with the wrong people. Man, I'm trying to tell you guys that this shit separates us. Everybody say black people can't get along. Spanish people sometimes get along. But look at all the spiritual system that's warring and beefing with each other. Them motherfucking white people with that Wicca, peaceful as fuck. Motherfucking white boys with them druids and them pagans, peaceful as fuck. Hell, you get over there to the Hindu culture, one of the oldest motherfucking religions on the planet. You get over there to them. They don't give a fuck if you worship Rama, Shakpa. They don't give a shit. Peaceful as fuck. But only when it come to our Caribbean asses till we want to sit up here and say, my shit stronger than yours. Your shit ain't nothing compared to mine. Not everybody Baba Luau. Not everybody motherfucking Ifa priest. Not everybody Palo. Not everybody in that shit though. Some people had to do what they had to do and make shit work. And I told you, before blacks in America heard of Ifa, it was only taught to us by Spanish people. Then you do your research, it came to them from Africa. So you telling me Yoruba practices come from Africa, the Spanish get it, and then they dominate the shit because we had been Christianized. So then when we learn it, we ain't got the right to do it unless we go through 10 million thousand rituals that some people ain't even fucking went through. So guess what? When we was over here getting our ass kicked in slavery, sold, dicks chopped off, women raped and all that shit there, we had to do what we had to do with our intent. And if taking the sap off the back of a fucking frog, putting it on a goddamn bay leaf, putting it under the master's mattress so that he'll lose his fucking marriage and lose his property so we can be dispersed from an evil fucking tyrant of a goddamn overseer. And it worked. Did I just teach y'all a fucking spell? This is what grandma was teaching me, and this is how she taught me. She gave me the rhymes, the reasons, the why. You don't get that shit. So people, stop fucking trying to taint people's legacy. If you don't like the fucking Southern folk magic that I'm bringing to the table, don't tune the fuck in. If you don't like the stories I'm telling, get the fuck out. Go watch some other shit. Go to one of the channels of the people you recognize and save yourself a little heartache, a little brain power there. Put it on some shit you want to watch. You ain't got to watch me. I'm just telling this shit how I seen it. Whether it's a good outcome, a bad outcome, it's inner fucking entertainment. And this is how I was taught magic. Stories passed down. Now, y'all may look at these stories I tell as entertainment, but me being the motherfucking master teacher that I motherfucking am, I'm putting that shit in teaching form. I put a little comedy, I put a little drama, I put a little everything in there that's gonna hook to them 5 motherfucking senses you got. That feel, felt, for method. And once you get that, you'll understand why that type of magic was so predominant in the South. I don't know if people did it in the North. I wasn't raised Northern. But I'm pretty sure there was some shit going on in the North that they couldn't get from the Caribbean. Or people brought their information from the Caribbean and there was ingredients, spells, shit that people partially remembered and had to add, lib and add on that were going on in New York, Detroit, Chicago, all these southern damn places that worked for them fucking people, man. So for everybody out there want to sit up there and say, oh, your grandma shit, or Southern folk magic ain't shit, or this type of shit, and just taints the legacy of something that's so entertaining and so fun, and that's bringing people joy, man, y'all got to look into yourselves with that bullshit. Because this is good TV. This is good talk. Y'all could be watching me jump up and down in gray sweatpants and shit, and ain't doing nothing for you. But goddamn it, I'm sitting up here teaching you a spell that my grandma said and the lesson that behind it. Also teaching you the mechanics of it. You don't see no spiritual person doing no shit like that. You pay me and I do the spell for you. This is what I grew up with. Oh, I'm going to see the witch man. You got about $3 grand? That was what I grew up with. My grandma was like, hey, pay me half of that. Let me make sure you get this. And we'll follow up with the client. Southern folk magic. I'm frustrated. Think about it in the movies. I'm finna hit you. Think about it in the movies. Ease Bayou. Ease Bayou. Let's think about it. Ease Bayou. Southern folk magic. Hoodoo, Southern folk magic, whatever you want to call it. The lady used to make house calls to everybody who believed in her shit. She would go back and do a follow-up, knock on your door. How you doing? How that spell working? You still keeping that shit to your breast? Yeah, I ain't seen a doctor in 30 weeks. My cholesterol dropped, my heart good, my diabetes straight. But that type of magic ain't shit, huh? Because we not initiated in the Palo, Ifa, or Voodoo. It ain't shit though. But I ain't never seen nobody clap back at somebody who practice hoodoo. I ain't never seen them clap back at them. And now I want to make this clear. I'm not mad at the people who practice those spiritual systems because they are good systems in their right. I'm pissed off at the person who is tainting the legacy of my grandmama, who are sitting up there bringing her into a war to which she's dead and gone, that she don't have no motherfucking stake in. And by the way, grandma knew all of the motherfucking people in the community, all of the Spanish people, because remember, she was dating a man from Honduras and El Salvador, two men from Honduras and El Salvador before she passed away, and they knew she was a witch, man. So they brought their version of that to them. So she was cool with all of that Ifa, voodoo, and Palo, but she practiced Southern folk magic. This is why we are losing. Now again, I ain't upset at any of those spiritual systems because God damn it, before I really embraced this shit right here, and Orisha was my best friend and didn't even know why the Orisha was there. Didn't understand the mechanics of them. They understand the properties of them, the spiritual practices, how to utilize that energy, what time to utilize that energy, where that moon fall into place with that entity, where the sun fall into place, where those planetary alignments go when you're doing this right here. What house is best suited to use that entity in? My grandmama taught me all of that shit using the deities from Africa, to which I don't think no spiritual system own. Because if we all were a tribe of Africa, we all come from somewhere in Africa. Hell, she even dated a white man named Mr. James. He came down here and he showed her how to work with druids, how to use milk in a fucking magical spell. Grandma was putting milk outside for cats to, and here go another spell. Now let me roll with me on this one here, people. Grandma was sitting up there putting milk outside, letting the cats drink milk. When the cat came back, grandma would catch the cat, put it in a cage, sit the cage in somebody's front porch. The cat would starve for like 2 weeks, wouldn't die. Then she'll let the cat out again to go and drink the milk off that person's porch. The cat will get familiar with that person's porch. And now the cat is the protector of the fucking porch of the house that they at. Come on, man. How can you see this shit? That's not good magic. That's not good magic. We need protectors. Did I just teach y'all another one of my grandma's patented spells? Now, why would somebody in a strong-ass spiritual system such as voodoo, Palo, or Ifa be intimidated by something like that? But you know, down here in the South, Southern folk magic, that was a part of life. That's how you create a familiar. You hear about familiars in books, and I never heard nobody from any of those spiritual systems say, this is how you create a familiar. But my grandma just gave y'all how to create a familiar to protect your house and to alert you at everything. Why do you think I got a cat now? So people, if you in a different system, stop sitting up there dividing the shit. Stop sitting up there hating the shit. Stop sitting up there trying to say who's better and who's what. Because you got your own shit. You got yours, I got mine. Everybody got theirs. The white folks got theirs, the Hispanic got theirs, the Mexican got theirs, the Indian, the Native American Indian, the red man, they got theirs, the Orients got theirs. I know that's a bad word nowadays. The Asians got theirs. African got theirs. So nothing is better than anybody's. It's just a simple fact. This is what I'm comfortable working with. And this is what's been getting results for me. And if all those spiritual systems have been getting results for you, kudos, man. Work that shit the best way you can. But don't come to somebody's house and spit on their motherfucking legacy by saying they shit, your shit stronger than they shit. What, we supposed to be mean motherfuckers on the side of restaurants in China, chop siding, fighting? Yo, my kung fu better than yours. Ha ha ha. And you always know Rising Phoenix always gonna be Iron Fist. That's a magical term, and I'm not gonna tell you what it means. So man, stop this goddamn bullshit. Who's stronger than who? They brought that shit to my page 2-3 years ago. Yo, you can't talk to an Orisha. But the shit been working. I'm pretty fucking accurate in Matero on my other channel. So now my grandmama who taught me that, who her parents was heavy into it, damn near named her Shango's father. She has the name of Shango father, but do your research. Nobody know who a Gunju is. You can't even see that shit. Who's a Gunju? I never heard of a Gunju. That's her name. I got an uncle. My grandma brother named after a demon, Basil. Come on. Why do you think they named her Gunju and named him Basil? These people were spiritual incarnate. They knew they shit. So who are anybody to come up here and say they wasn't worth shit in they magic? They magic wasn't worth salt when they changed so many lives and they did so much. When I hear somebody say, when I read that text, your grandma magic ain't shit. That's no more than somebody saying, than a Christian coming up to me and saying, by you reading tarot, you a devil worshiper. God ain't gonna see you. You ain't gonna be recognized by the universe. You ain't gonna be recognized by the source because you ain't doing it my way. Or you sitting up there not believing in my shit. I believe in your shit. Your shit just ain't working for me. My shit that I was taught working for me. You can't go to an Asian man and tell him, man, the way you sit up here and you honor Jubei to go up here and control your demons, Jubei ain't shit. You can't say that shit. Them people take your goddamn head off. But stop trying to motherfucking separate spirituality. Your shit is your shit. My shit is my shit. I believe in mine and I back my shit up against anything. Against anything. Just so fucking disrespectful and hateful. And you know something? Let me tell you something I said before. Everybody who's sitting up here with these motherfucking spiritual systems that's sanctioned by the government, that's controlled by the government, let's talk about it. If you're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. That pays tax money to it in order to be a legal binding entity of the state, EIN number, state certified, recognized. How spiritual you are when you bound by a governmental law. Southern folk magic ain't. Southern folk magic ain't. We do what we need to do to heal and to feel good. Hoodoo ain't. We do what we need to do to heal and feel good. Indian magic, North American Indian, they do what need to feel good to get the job done. They are, and it's people that comes with that type of mentality that's not going to be able to stand together when they start racking our asses up for being too spiritual. Because the next step, everything is going to technology. Everybody going to have to be technolized and everybody going to have this shit, and you ain't going to be able to pray to no God. And you ain't going to be able to do shit. God ain't going to exist no more. Spirituality ain't going to exist no more. All that shit is coming. And instead of everybody trying to work together, sit together and pray and get all these negative energies from around us, all the sickness and disease and shit that they poison in the food, if we could just sit our ass up there and all come together, you pray in your tongue, I pray in my tongue, you pray to your God, I pray to my God, it's all going back to source, right? And if we can do some shit like that and eradicate all these motherfucking archons, dragons, and motherfucking evil entities that's sitting up here descending on our ass slowly but surely, we can do something. But we too busy saying who's stronger, who grandma better, what spiritual system is better than this spiritual system. And while they finna come down here and tear our ass up, they already got that one boy with the dreads. I ain't gonna say his name. They already got him. Now he changing his fucking tone. Then now they trying to go after my dude, Rashad. They trying to get him and locked him up on some bullshit. Cause we are real spirituals. And what do he say? So nobody told him he get his shit directly from the ancestors. And he 90% accurate. If not 100. And now they coming to him, locking him up. But notice they ain't fucking with nobody in these government-sanctioned spiritual systems. Free to run roughshod. So people, stop letting these motherfuckers divide us. Whether you're Spanish, Portuguese, don't fucking matter. Chinese, man, my spiritual system is my spiritual system. It's working for me. And if what I teach somebody help them get to where they need to be in life and ease their pain, God damn it, I'm a hero. God damn it, I'm getting them back right with their God. If Ifa can do that, you a hero. You getting people right with their God. If Palo can do it. Now I know Palo can do it. Palo a motherfucker. Ooh, woo. Palo a boy. Palo a bad boy. That's all I'm gonna say. I know listen, some of my closest fucking classmates from school and friends, they with that Palo boy, and that don't play no game. That Palo for real for it. Respect to them boys. And I hang out with them every day. And you know what? We sit up here and we trade spells and we talk about shit, what our magic do. No issue with them. It's just when it comes to the Ifa community and you mention anything within their realm that they don't agree with, they'll come together to attack you, but they can't come together on how to spell the fucking name of the deity. And you know what? I have never heard anybody in the voodoo world, anybody that practice voodoo, and I got Haitian friends and that do it. Now, trust me, we good fucking friends. Not nobody in voodoo ever came at me nasty. Not nobody in Palo ever came at me nasty. It's only when you get into those self-righteous people, some of them, I'm going to say some, that's in the Ifa community that come at you so nasty and so harsh, and they want to think they superior to everything. And they get that because in my mind, it's a dollar bill. But man, we got to stop that shit there. Because I stand behind my Southern folk magic. That shit, I done seen that shit move mountains. I done seen a motherfucker with 3 vertebrae in his spine missing. X-ray, 3 vertebrae missing, lived to be 92 years fucking old. When he died, as he was dying on his porch, he lost the feeling in his legs at 90 fucking 2. But he done played football, went into the military. This is my Uncle Sam, by the way. 3 vertebrae missing. That means, you know what? 3 bones missing out your back? And the spell work that my great grandma did on this man kept him walking and moving. Instead of being paralyzed, and you saying, oh, that shit ain't strong. Y'all out y'all fucking mind. I'm a believer in Southern folk magic. I believe in what my grandma taught me. I believe because I've seen it with my own eyes. So don't come to my motherfucking channel. Don't come to my fucking page. Don't sit up here with your negative bullshit. Don't come at me with no fuck shit. Talking about how my grandma shit ain't stronger than yours. She ain't trying to be stronger than yours, and she ain't trying to create a system stronger than yours. She just did what God called her to do and to help people. And if your ass was in my neighborhood, she probably would have helped your ass if you had a janky ass spell on you. So respect that motherfucking woman. Say what you say about the stories. I don't give a fuck. Say they lies. Say you don't like them. Call me a fuck nigga. Call me a bitch ass nigga. I don't mind. Do that. I'll be all that there. But don't motherfucking tank the legacy of this woman. Because she ain't did nothing to nobody. She helped. And you got to admit, the stories are damn funny too. Always somebody want to come up here and say that and throw their fucking spiritual system in it. I would expect to see that shit from a Christian or a Muslim, not somebody who actually supposed to be woke, enlightened, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. Unfucking real. Unreal. In these motherfucking systems, I mean, homeboys, if I was doing something wrong, my homeboys would have said, hey, man, don't do that. You can't say that. My shit is good. And these motherfuckers ranked up there. These bitches been scratched, cut, burnt, laid in the ground for XYZ amount of days. Done did all that shit to get it right. And they sit up there and we still go out and have beer. We still drink. We still talk on the phone. How you doing? Everything okay in your relationship, your marriage, how your kid? Friends. I don't go to none of the events. They don't go to none of my events. They come up here, bro, I need help with a spell. Can you help me? I may come to them, hey man, I need you to throw something in that black pot of yours, baby. I got an issue. Okay, bitch, what it is, let's talk. Baron, I need for you to sit your ass down there and I need you to get in there and talk to them ancestors and see what your grandma can do for me, see what the ancestors can do. Okay, I got you. You see how that work? Been friends for over 30 some odd years, different spiritual practices. We don't let that shit come between us. But then you got these self-righteous ass brand new people that don't know, don't understand, still dealing with all this fuck ass magical testosterone. They'll sit up there and come to your channel mudding up your shit, talking about a bitch ain't stronger than this. Bitch ain't stronger than that. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. So I said what I said. So who all out there don't like those true spook stories, get your ass off the page and let the motherfuckers who like them enjoy them. They are very fucking funny. They are very educational. And this is the way I honor my grandmama. I honor the dead by putting her legacy out there. Because nobody would have known or nobody would have talked about her. And I'm making sure she live on. And every time I tell her story, say her name, tell her act that she did and it gives people joy. My grandma sit on that altar and she smiled at me every day. She make me happy. And I love her and I'm going to make her happy by telling what she did for everybody in the community. All right, everybody, I'm done bitching. I know it took a little longer. I just wanted to do 15 minutes. But I had to drop some shit in there. Yeah, I'm done bitching a little bit. Just pissed me off. How you come to another man's channel challenging his grandma? Challenging his grandma. How the fuck you do some shit? It's a story, people. It's a story. Unfucking real. How y'all doing out there? Y'all heard me bitch, right? Well, that pissed me off. That really pissed me off. I mean, it's just unreal. It's entertainment. And it really happened. Motherfucker that live here in Central Florida, they seen the shit happen. A lot of people knew my grandmama. They knew her in that Buick. She had 3 Buicks her whole lifetime. She loved them damn Buicks. Unreal. I don't want you to fight nobody, Sweetie Wilson. Don't get your knuckles all in the uproar. We know you can. Don't put them elbows in their neck. Don't do it to them. Don't you do it. I just had to bitch because, you know, I know they're going to watch the channel. They're going to watch the recaps and the premieres. I just want y'all motherfucker to understand out there who dissing and all that shit. You're not getting the rise out of me. Trust me. Just telling you guys, don't taint the legacy of somebody. Because if your grandma do some off the wall shit that you think is amazing, I'll be a damn idiot, a low-life fucker to sit up there and discredit what your grandma did. If your mama do it, your daddy did it, any family member you consider a hero. Just pathetic ass, young, newly in the magic people. The old heads into this shit, they can give a fuck. They worry about their spirituality. They worry about doing their thing and helping their people. If these young heads, man, come out here and feel like they gotta correct everybody on shit. Horrible. Just fucking horrible, people. Oh, thank you. Don't y'all be throwing them little Caucasian, little bright skinned hands on nobody now. I'm just talking. Oh yeah, I'm ignoring them. Better me, I'm ignoring them. I just had to say that shit though, cause it just crazy. You're giving your grandma a legacy. Not everybody had a relationship with their people that they can give a legacy to. And my grandma was a grandma for the whole community. Even the gangbangers and the thugs came to her for help. Grandma, they never known her as her real name. It was grandmama. She helped so many people later, didn't even have to buy groceries in her house. She could walk in the store and they have her tobacco. The people in the Arabs in the store knew my grandma magic. They knew my grandma shit, and they got that genie shit over there. And the Islamics, they got some heavy fucking shit, boy, that you can't get unhooked from your ass once it's hooked to you. And they used to call my grandma Luck, Lady Luck, because she did so much good. She could go in there, give me some backer on credit. Here you go. They know they were gonna get the money from one of her nephews or her sons. So they just hand her shit. People would protect her when she get off work. The gangbangers would follow her home from work, make sure she get in the house okay. You telling me some shit like that ain't powerful, she ain't make an impact? So don't come tainting that woman's legacy, man, with your self-righteous bullshit. Ifa, Palo, Voodoo, these are some great spiritual systems, and it done saved the nation. Voodoo freed the country. Palo gave people the will to fight and strength. Ifa has cleaned so many people and done got so much shit done for people. These are all great spiritual systems. So why Southern folk magic need to be shot down, shitted on, and pissed on? Why? Because somebody telling? I'm not telling nobody don't go fuck with Ifa. I'm not telling nobody don't go fuck with Palo. I'm not telling nobody don't go fuck with Voodoo. I'm just saying, enjoy your shit. Whatever you do, you do. Just don't take nobody else shit, man. That's the whole thing. And the government, when the government come to shut our ass down, saying you can't practice this shit no more. You can't talk about it on YouTube. You can't talk about conspiracy theories. You can't do nothing no more other than turn your ass into a cyborg. Then you're gonna be like, man, if we would have came together and prayed, we spent all this time bitching and moaning with each other. Who magic's stronger? If we just take a piece of everybody fucking magic and put it in the ether and tell spirit we on one accord, come change our circumstance, maybe they'll start listening. All right, everybody, I'm done bitching for real this time. I'm finna get off this bitch. I got some readings to do. I gotta get caught up, man. I'm gonna be so tired. I'm finna go drink me some coffee with lemon. Black coffee with lemon. I love the way that shit tastes. I don't know why it's horribly tasting, but I just like it. It's bitter. It's rough. Rough on the palate. I love it. Yeah, we gotta come together, people. I like that, Sensei. You gotta have the right intent, whatever you do. I can never get up here and challenge somebody. And it's sad because I think what I think, and I'll let you go after this. I think these spiritual systems that this guy mentioned on my page, I think if the old heads that initiate these people into these systems tell them not to cause trouble, not to put it in a negative light, tell them that it's under attack, and tell them all this shit, I think things would work out just fine for those people. I think they would learn how to do it, but they making these people, they initiating these people, and they're not sitting up there giving them any instruction afterwards. Because ain't no way in hell somebody that's truly secure in their spiritual system will come after somebody else and insult somebody else's spiritual system. Christians, they insult everybody. Muslims, they insult everybody. Them witches, them Wicca, they don't insult nobody. Fucking Hindus, they don't insult nobody. Fucking people who practice hoodoo, they don't insult nobody. Southern folk magic, we damn sure don't fuck with nobody. It's their life. So, for priests and of those spiritual systems, this man fucking just came on my page and insulted my grandma with, man, initiate these new people and tell them people stop sitting up here trying to think they shit is the shit. Because, like I said on my other channel, before there was a system, before there was a book, before there was anything that stated this is how it should be, somebody was given a vision, somebody had an imagination, somebody was spiritually led to write everything down, the rituals and shit that you practice today, that you hold true. So stop hating the people that are spiritually led to get shit done in their community, to get shit done in their family, or to get shit done in their life dealing with their circumstances. That's what our magical magnetic fear is about. That's why we can talk to the universe and it pull down. That's what that pineal gland for, that kundalini energy, all that shit for. We all got the same motherfucking tools. That's what it's for. So for y'all sit out there and, oh, my shit better, then who wrote the book? Who wrote the rituals? Who told you what it was? Who told your ancestors, your great ancestors, your great down to the first fucking man how this shit should be done? And then when you ask yourself that question and you come back to the motherfucker who just got a vision, how many times you hear in the story, oh, he was walking in the woods and got a vision? The motherfucker that over the whole Mormon church, big ass fucking empire of a goddamn religious system. I was walking in the woods and found an angel came to show me 2 golden plaques. Then he wrote down what the angel said and then taught it to other people. He was spiritually led and it started a system. That's how all systems were started. Spirit spoke to somebody. But if my grandmama who existed on this earth spoke to me, passed away, she still speak to me. Your ancestors who existed on this earth speak to you. They wrong. Because you weren't initiated, they weren't initiated. Nobody in their lineage was initiated. They wrong. All the voodoo workers, witch mans, and these huts in the villages. You go to the spiritual man that live outside the town. He's not initiated. He's just spiritually led. And y'all and people in the past used to go to him, and that's how all these spiritual witchcraft systems were made. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't know how he got his magic, but you trusted in him. But now that this shit is so prevalent and so commercialized, oh, my shit's stronger than yours. Your shit ain't nothing. Got some old ladies that'll sit up there and test some spiritual practitioner's ass up with a teaspoon of turpentine. How about old couple fish eyes wrapped around a goddamn straw? Then you suck dirt in your mouth out of a fish straw and you spit it back out with your spit through those fish eyes. You make a bitch cry every fucking time. Come on, now these are the spells that I was taught. Now that's the last one. I done gave y'all 3 if y'all been counting. Since I'm on this channel, I'm going to say I'm tight. Telling y'all ass to please be careful coming to my page because I don't take no shit. Second, enjoy whatever magical system you got going on, baby. I'm with you. I rock with you. Share it with me. If you think my shit need a little improvement, share it with me. Make my shit stronger. If you think what I teach can make your shit stronger, take it, man. It's free. It's motherfucking free. You can thank my grandmama. Because when you come to this channel and listen to these stories, you're honoring her. So just say, thank you, Gunju. Thank you, Grandma. Because when I tell these stories and I think about my grandma, I think about your grandma too. I think about how strong your grandma had to be. How every time she had to sew your clothes and beat your ass and rub your head with her healing hands and go in that pot and boil some shit up to make you well. That's all magic, man. So, everybody, y'all be good. I'm getting off this bitch. I got to get to these readings. Take care, everybody. God bless. And thank you for hearing me rant and rave and bitch. And I want you guys to know I love you all for supporting my grandmama. I love my grandmama. And again, I love you all for supporting my story, my channels, all that stuff. Y'all be good. Take care.